The valedictory session of the All Nagaland College Students Union Collegiate Meet 2024 kicked off here at the Livingston School grounds at Kevijau Colony, where Sibungmurin Jamir, the Member of Parliament, was the chief guest, as well as the Director of Youth Resources and Sports, Ketositio Sekose. He was the honored guest as well. Now, during his speech, the Member of Parliament, Sibungmurin Jamir, revealed that he is willing to sponsor any persons or young persons who are wanting to open a YouTube channel, and he will sponsor them for all the equipments, and that the ANSU should be approached for this, and they will take it forward from there. Now, one criteria that he has said is that the person who wants to open this YouTube channel has to deal with topics that has not been touched and not been provided, the education for it not been provided to the masses. The session will be followed by the evening session, where Timjan Imna Along will be the chief host for the last session. Now, Kohima College has taken the overall trophy, the overall champions of the whole collegiate meet this time. Let's have a look at today's program.
On behalf of the All Nagaland College Students Union, I greet a good afternoon to all of you. I also take the privilege to welcome the valedictory guest, Sir S. Supongmurin Jamir, Honorable Member of Parliament, Lok Sabha, Government of India, and also our honored guest, Sir Ketositio Sekose, NCS, Director, Youth Resources and Sports, Government of Nagaland, and their entourage. Also, I take the privilege to welcome all our invitees, guests, well-wishers, faculty, various colleges, students, young people, ladies and gentlemen. It all started on the 29th of October, and here we are on the 1st November. Not long ago, we thought that it would be a very long collegiate meet. Happily or sadly, we are at the end of our event. And this is perhaps the penultimate session for the 2024 ANSU Collegiate Meet, the valedictory session. For many of you, this may be yet another event or occasion. And for many of you, this may be yet another fun time. But I'm so very sure that this ANSU Collegiate Meet is going to be a lifelong memory for all of us. Friends, there are stories from the bygone years where two people have met during the ANSU Collegiate Meet or ANSU Conference, and today they are husband and wife. This could be your moment, so I hope that you would not only come here to participate as a player or as an athlete or as a student, but as you enjoy and make good memories, I hope you would also find someone to save your life. And in your lifelong years, I'm sure this occasion and collegiate meet will be a good memory for all of us. We are just one sunset away to bid goodbye to each other until we meet again. Friends, please have fun, learn, and be attentive all throughout the two sessions. As no matter how much you cry or laugh, this ANSU Collegiate Meet 2024 is never going to come back again. I hope you will make the best use of it.
A very good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much, Chairperson, for the Beautiful introduction, though I'm not word that. Our valedictory guests as Supongmeren Jamir, the Honorable Member of Parliament Lok Sabha, Mr. Ahoto, and officials and staff of Livingstone Foundation International College, as well as the school, the President of All Nagaland College Students Union, the convener of this particular meet, servant of God, friends from the media, my dear young friends from the 37 colleges that are participating in this program, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to be amongst you today. It's actually, I felt that this place should be somebody else other than me, but you have given me the time, and for which I'm very grateful to the organizing committee led by the convener. College, as we all know, college is one stage where we are neither standing on our own feet or we are nor depending fully on our parents. Probably for our state, our people, or for this country, we depend on our parents for financial assistance. Other than that, most of the thinking we tend to do ourselves. I'm sure you all are going through that stage now. Most of us have already passed through that stage where we think we know everything, and when somebody talks to us, they talk to us as if we don't know anything. But this is a very crucial stage. It is at this stage that your life is decided whether you become successful or you remain an unemployed graduate. And I think in our state, we have to change that. We have so many unemployed, educated, unemployed youths today. We have to think, we have to look into the system itself and see what is going wrong. Is it because of lack of job opportunities, or is it because we are not skilled enough to get into those jobs which are open to us? And perhaps a redefinition of education itself is required. I would like to request the ANGSU, which is supposed to be one of the most educated organization in our state, to look into this issue and see where changes can come in. And I think all of us need to bring our heads together, bang our heads together, and then bring about that change which is required. In our sports department, we believe that a healthy brain requires a healthy body, and for which we are very grateful to Angsu for organizing this particular meet, where you had your brains brought together, where you had even opportunities to play games and sports, which are very important for a fit society. And I would like to urge each and every one of you, though your educational needs may be very high, but you also need to look after your body, your health, by playing or participating in games. Games and sports, be it in the school or in the college level, is mostly about participation. If you don't participate, then probably you are missing out on something. And this is one thing which I would like to stress upon each one of you. Well, I was asked to give greetings, so I think I've given advice instead of greetings. Do forgive me for that. But I feel this is one thing which which should be shared among us. You are the educated lot. You are going to be the future of our society tomorrow. And to be a future of of a society, you need to lead, set examples, set benchmarks which, others coming behind you will be able to follow. And I think particularly a school, a college like Livingstone has actually set that benchmark for each one of us. They have ensured that not only educational, not only academic knowledge is imparted, but even the other side of the story, that is your physical well-being, is also taken care of. And I think I would like to really appreciate Mr. Hoto and his team for the wonderful work they are doing, particularly for education and students in our state. We all know that once you finish your college, you have to stand on your own 2 feet. And I would like to ask each one of you whether you have sat back, taken a minute out every day to think what you're going to do next. During our days, when somebody asks us, what are you going to do? I just said, since I was doing my engineering, I said, I'm going to become an engineer. That's it. Are you like me? I think you should not be like me. Whether you are studying arts, science, engineering, medical, or anything, I think you have to focus on what you're going to do once you finish your studies. And based on that, based on that, you will have to work when you are a student also. Who knows? Some of you may become political leaders of our state or even of our country, like we have our own honorable MP here with us. Or some of you may like to become bureaucrats looking after the policies of the states and the country. Or some of you may even want to become social workers who contribute in the background so much to the society. Think about that when you go back. Finally, I would like to congratulate the ANSU for organizing such a mammoth gathering, such a beautiful program, which has lasted over three days. The effort that has gone into it, I would really like to appreciate that. And in the days to come, as our Honorable MP also was suggesting, we shall look forward to working with ANSU, not only ANSU, but even with other student bodies to ensure that the spirit of sports, the spirit of youth development is taken forward. Thank you so much for having me. God bless you all.
Respected our chairperson, respected our convener of our collegiate festival, the president of ANSU and his office team, most respected our honor guest, the director of youth resources and sports, Carmen of Nagaland, our youth evangelist Tapa Shri Nunshima Chichamir, and the most honored and who has really sacrificed the places for all of us to have a conveniently our sessions, the proprietor of this Livingstone College, the dignitaries who are in the dais, the invitees, and my dear brother and sisters. I think during our days, whenever we attend the collegiate festivals, every sessions, we feel that we are completing our missions in our personal life. I don't know how you all are feeling of attended these collegiate festivals, because it is not only a catering, but every catering together you have to resolve. Your personal resolution has to be there. Just not the spending 2 3 days, but you could see all your friends around, how dynamic they are, and you can predict someone is going to be the leader of the state. Now, saying that, you also have to resolve, you have to determine to come forward for your personal life, for your personal career. This kind of gathering, we used to have a command resolutions, knowing each other to help each other. because between the one of you, they are going to be the leader tomorrow. Some of you going to take over the state affairs. And some of your friends may not be in a position to hold, to rule the state, or to lead the society. You all are going to be in the different fields, but today you are together as a family. So wherever you place, wherever you have the positions, you should not forget your friends, those who are gathered here today. You should make as a friends, as a family members, to start the unity among our brothers and sisters. When I see our NCC, I really wanted to congratulate our owner, the proprietor of this college, and to all the cadets that this is another discipline where we're learning how to serve the people. Because I'm also from the NCC background. Whenever I see the NCCs, I realize my youth days, and I just wanted to ask how many of you have changed your aim in life up to this far? Has any of you have changed your aims in life, tries in your life? If you have any, kindly raise your hand. Okay, so you will be in my category. Who have changed twice? Anyone? Your aims in life? Very good. And the remaining, you didn't change your aims in life from the very beginning. So I wish all the best that your rigidness of your aims in life has to fulfill in your life. I also started with my aims in life to become a missionary. I have given a vow in the church that I'm going to be the missionaries. But later on, gradually again, the situation compelled me to change. I was interested to become the uniform service in the army or in the police. And I attempted the interview. I got the two-star post. But again, after that, my thinking, my aim has changed to lead the society. So I joined in the student activities. And the ultimate goal is, after joining and the student activities, the ultimate goal is whether you become the politicians, you become the administrators, or you become the entrepreneurs. But you should not lead. You should not let the youngsters, your brothers and sisters, to take a bad example of your personal careers. After having all those qualities, if you started depressing in your life, then that will be the worst example for your brothers and sisters. So don't think that you are just mere college students, but you are the one who is going to encourage your brothers and sisters. And I would like to request all of you, we have enough natural enemies of our own personals. So don't try to create any enmity among your friends. You have enough enmities by itself in your personal life. If you try to add another artificial enemies with you, if you are not strong enough to face that another artificial problems, please don't create. You try to overcome that your natural enemies in your life. Then only you will be the successful life, and you are going to enjoy the careers. I just wanted to read out some of the observations which I wanted to share with all of you on the basis of the theme enabling potentialities. I'll be speaking briefly on identify opportunities. Education levels among youth in Nagaland are relatively high, but graduates struggle to find jobs that match their qualifications, leading to that underemployment or migrations to other states for better opportunities. Well qualified people also opt for working outside of the state because of the salary structure. The private sectors in Nagaland is yet to match the monetary competitiveness that other states provides, and this really deserts talent from staying within the state. On an average, the starting salary for a fresher in a private organization in Nagaland is 2x lower than in a state like New Delhi. This means our people will always be 2x behind in negotiating salaries when there is a good opportunity. After all, every private organization pays you on the basis of your last salaries. Of course, Nagaland is growing as an innovative environment with over 300 plus registered startups and 5 incubator under the Starts of Nagaland. That status offered 28,274 registered MSMEs on the UTAM portals. These numbers will definitely be more of every eligible enterprises registered. From the data, more than 95% of it are micro enterprises and only 17 are large enterprises that have invested in plants machinery up to 50 crore and generate up to 250 crores in revenue. What can we infer from this? Enterprises could be facing a challenge in terms of infrastructure, access to the capital, and more importantly, across to knowledge. It can also be that of our enterprises have that potential but lack that ability to project its viabilities, especially and detailed project reports wherever competent and scrutinized for its financial potentials. There are infinite resources on the MSME schemes or the topic that one can get from the internet. Again, not everyone in the state is privileged to have access to the smartphone or knows how to seek informations using the internet. I want to highlight that every limitations presents itself with an opportunity for a solution. If necessary, it is the mother of inventions that crucially is the father. When do we become knowledgeable? It is when we seek for learning. But who promotes us to learn? It is a combination of adversity, curiosity, and an open mindset that wants to know what more is there in this world. Look at the world around you. If someone asks you to identify a problem, everyone will not take even a microsecond to list out the problems. But if you are asked to bring a solution for even one of those problems, how excited do you think you will become the curious, seek knowledge, and innovative? Today, there are numerous content creators in the state, whether it is about traveling, trekking, food, comedy, skits, personal expressions. There are so many channels on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and so on. A good number of team earn substantial revenue from their channels and advertisements. My daughter tells me that there is someone who is yet to break the makeup tutorial or gardening segment in Nagaland. Not even for agriculture, carpentry, weaving, blacksmithing skills, which our state are excellent craftsmen in. Similar for programming, tutorials, and C double plus Python, and so on. If you think about it, that is itself is a market opportunity to create our self-employments. This will be the same for automobiles, DIY, knitting programs, and so on. Another example of internet being used as a knowledge sharing platforms and content creator that Yatra Kit, who I hear is organizing online sessions for young people and how to draft college applications and scholarships. The Lonely Show, which I came across, show also brings diverse conversations from the people of all walks of life and also providing tutorials on competitive examinations. How much more do you think a platform will be beneficial where young people discuss jobs, salary, scholarship for higher studies, opportunities, and so on? Ownership is one of the best work ethic or personal ethic that one can invite into life. In simpler definition, to take ownership is to recognize the cap and feel the cap. Once you know that this is a problem, you take as the owner of that problem and try to solve it, fill it the gap in your life. It is not enough that we recognize the gap. It is not enough to simply point out the problems. Ultimately, the question comes to what we have done about it. The culture of ownership is much needed in our state. Every single person, whether it is in their home, goals, their studies, their office work, needs to practice ownership. It is the best attribute you can bring to the table to aid values. As our director, the honor guest is given the assurance. I'm grateful to the director because he has assured to work together with our youngsters in the field of sports and the activities of ANSUS as well as the youngsters. I'll also add to supplement if there's someone here who is interested in creating such a YouTube channel where knowledge on any team skilled can be shared. I'd like to personally sponsor your cause for arranging necessary technical equipments to set up your channel. I want you to identify a potential area of the importance that no one is speaking about, but people want to learn about. You kindly contact the ANSU president because why I'm saying you have to find out an importance which other people is yet to touch, not a common one, but if you want to explore, I'll be there behind you to help. And for that matter, if you can kindly contact your ANSU president. I think there is a term that your generations uses these days, and please correct me if I am wrong. If you want to wish someone to do well, I believe your generation does not need to wish them, but wish them all the best. But instead, you have to say, own it. Instead of wishing them alone, you have to encourage them that please own it, that responsibility. I wish that all of you will own it and become responsible individuals who will lead Nagaland towards integrity and innovations to shape the system one day at a time. As we look to the future, I challenge each of you to strive for ownership and to never shy away from taking risks. It is often in those moments of uncertainty that we discover our true potential. In conclusion, let us celebrate our accomplishments, acknowledge the support of those who have been instrumental in our journey, and embrace the existing possibility ahead. Congratulations, go forward with courage, integrity, and a commitment to make the world as a better place. Thank you, Kognale.
This afternoon, we all have gathered to celebrate athletics excellence, teamwork, and sportsmanship. Let's congratulate our winners and participants and make this event unforgettable. Now, it is my pleasure to announce the winners. And for football,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so very